time's up. Pop the confetti, yeah. But see, the fact is, we run in circles round. No turning back now. We going pound for pound. Oh, it ain't easy. There's no bouncing back.
Welcome to the Ska History Hour with your host, Daryl Rubio, wherein the purpose of this channel is to spread awareness of ska music and its subgenres to the world. Our guest today is Brian from the Agonizers from, I guess, both Connecticut and Massachusetts. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. It's getting a little less Massachusetts lately, but yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Now, we have a special co-host again today, Mr. Mikey Rude from that radio program, that same old show out of Oahu, Hawaii. Mikey, thanks again for joining us. We always appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Brian, thank you for spending time with us to share your stories and your music with the ska and punk community. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself, your role in the band, and where you grew up and where you now live?
Oh my God, that's a lot of questions. I don't remember them all now. So a little bit
about yourself first.
A little bit about me. Yeah, I've been into punk and ska pretty much since I was like 16 years old. I grew up in the 90s and the whole big ska and punk boom, and it's just a music that I love and I have loved for decades now. And I wanted to make music, so just started singing in bands like pretty much since I was like maybe like 17 or 18, on a whim. Like really, that's how I started singing in bands.
And what is your role in the band?
My role is I am the vocalist. So I say the words. I yell all the words. So many words.
Yeah. So where did you grow up and where do you live now?
I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut, and I live in Connecticut right now.
Okay.
Always lived in like Connecticut, Massachusetts, like been in New England pretty much my whole life. So yeah, born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut.
And no accent?
I mean, no accent. People say I have an accent,
but I can't hear it yet, though.
we you'll probably hear it.
Who was it? It was Pink Slip. It was Pink Slip.
Yeah, it was Pink Slip. Yeah,
they didn't have an accent.
I mean, that's like Boston, though. Yeah, Boston has
that Boston accent.
They're like, yeah,
gotta
hit it over the monster kid.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, your band started, what is it, 2019, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, we started getting together in I think August of 2019. And we go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Tell us about the formation of the band. How did that all come about?
Yeah, I was in another band. I still am, a band called Ghost Tones. Shane and Tom were in another band called So Long Liberty, and they did like kind of like skinhead reggae kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Shane had been in bands since like the 90s. So I just would see him all the time, and none of our bands were really playing a lot of shows. And we were like, hey, like, let's start a band so we could play some shows, but let's only have like 4 people in the band, because that's like what the problem is, being this old and having, ska band problems, as I call them. Because coordinating 8 people is fucking so hard.
Sure.
Especially if they're, this isn't our full-time job. So, but yeah, so we were like, let's start a band. So we kind of just started this band to be like a side project just so we could play shows, but it ended up like just turning into what it is now. Yeah, so we started in 2019 August. We got together. We found a bass player. So Long Liberty, Tom and Shane from there. We found our bass player Theo, and we just started practicing, and we got all amped up, ready to play our first show, which was on March 13th of 2020. And we all know what kind of happened that day.
Yeah.
That Friday the 13th. It was like the lockdown like happened like that day pretty much. Shane and Tom were like on the way to the show and they were like everything is shut down and like yeah, it was fucking crazy. They tried to move it to a couple different clubs, but like yeah, that's what happened. And so we we didn't end up playing that show, and then we didn't end up playing until May of 2021 was our first show that we played. So from August of 2019 to May of 2021, all we did was practice and write songs pretty much.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, that whole COVID thing totally sucked. I think I was more devastated by the Kobe thing than I was
Oh
by
my God.
the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Right, Mikey? Because Mikey and I are big Lakers fans.
Yeah.
Because Mikey grew up in Southern California.
Yeah.
And there's no other LA team. There's no such thing as the
No.
Clippers.
Yeah, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
The
So,
stepchildren.
I see. Okay, so we go through your albums of 4 songs or more on digital or physical media. I see you have your self-titled album that was released in 2020. Is that correct?
Yep. That was like our demo EP. Yep.
Then this year, if I'm not mistaken, you released That's Right. Is that right?
Well, no, we released That's Right in 2023, but we didn't release it the full album streaming. We just released the full album streaming. That's what's kind of confusing about it because it says it came out, but
yeah, when I was researching it, it said 2023 is released, and then Spotify said 2026. I'm all okay. Well, let's go with 2026. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was 2023. So we didn't we had the physical copy, and on Bandcamp we had the whole album, but on the Spotify and Apple and all that, we just released them as singles.
Yep.
We were like, if you want the whole album, you got to buy it off Bandcamp, or you have to come see us at a show and buy a physical copy, which the physical copies all had free download codes for Bandcamp as well. Just because, again, streaming services are just the unfortunate, necessary evil, as they call it right now. But obviously everybody uses it, but it's just not good for the artist. So, we just rather you come to a show and buy a physical copy, or download it on Bandcamp, because at least it's the, it helps the band the most when you do it that way, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know a lot of bands, I guess the past few years have included like a digital media card with their physical media.
Yeah, because again, I get it. I'm a rare breed. I still have a fucking CD player in my car, but who has, everybody, I listen to most of my music online, so I can't vilify anybody for doing it. It's just the way it is now. Yeah. I wouldn't listen to half the shit, because I can just find something at the click of a button. Obviously, it's good. It's good and bad. Like I said, it's the internet. Obviously, it's good and it's bad.
Right, but you going back to the 90s too. It's so amazing to just look at physical media and to smell it and look at the liner notes and
Oh yeah, I was big in collecting comic books, and I was like, digital comics, that's fucking stupid.
Yep.
Ooh, I want to hold it and smell it and experience it. It's just not the same.
It's not. It's ridiculous. It's like audiobooks. It's like or not audiobook, that Kindle thing. It's like, don't you want the physical book in your hand to turn the pages and to just get that experience? It's just weird because all these things now are just going away, and everything's just like AI and
it's
artwork
because we're old.
Yeah.
We like having books, we like the physical media. We like opening a record and reading the liner notes and seeing what color. Well, with color records got colors now, as you know. It's even then, back then they were black. But looking at the inner sleeve, what did they put on the inner sleeve? Did they include a book or a tour book or something in there? That's just because that's where we came from. Same with the books. I would never think of getting a Kindle to read a book. It's like, no, I need to have the book in my hand. And then you have it afterwards, so you can show people, look, I read this book.
I was talking about it with my buddy, we're like, that's how like we used to find other bands. Like, oh, who did this band thank in their liner notes? Oh shit, let's check these guys out. They thanked them. Like we found bands that way. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
just, yeah, it's definitely
And I
it's
think a lot of the ways that we found bands back then too was reading the thank yous.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
And
reading
that,
the liner notes and the thank yous. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like how many band like we were my buddy, we were just talking about that. We used to like, oh, who did they thank in the liner notes? Like, let's
yeah, you
check these
know,
bands out. Yeah.
yeah, I got to check them out. And, exactly. A
Yep.
lot of times what I do with the, to find new bands as well is when I go on the band page, um, it's who they like or who's following them or who they're following, on the
Yeah,
social
for
media
sure.
things to
Yep.
see. Yeah. Now, please describe your band's sound of how it sounds to you.
Um, we're just like, I mean, 90 like 90s punk and ska. I mean, that's pretty much like what we're all about. Like I said, we're early 90s epitaph is pretty much like the sound we kind of shoot for. That kind of sound, like I said, that's what we kind of came up on and listened to and what we're super into when we were growing up. And
Mhm.
that's just like it just comes out in our music. It's what we like to listen to.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
yeah, that's how I definitely would describe our sound. We're just
Yeah,
kind of like a throwback punk band, like throwback 90s punk band.
yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, how did the name of the band come about, and what does it actually mean? Does it mean what it says, or is there a deeper meaning behind it for you?
um so our it just kind of came naturally. Like actually it was like kind of kismet the way it happened. We were me, Shane, and Tom, guitar player, bass, and drummer. We were in practice one time. We were like, "Fuck, we got to come up with a band name now." We were like, that's the worst fucking part
Yeah,
of starting a band is coming up with a goddamn name because it's just whatever. It's just it's so like nobody can ever agree. It's just fucking so
it's agonizing.
all the names are taken. So our Theo, our bass player, came to practice. He came in. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And we were like, we're like, "Oh, we're agonizing over picking a band name." And then he was like, "You guys are a bunch of agonizers, huh?" And we all like looked at each other, and we were like, we started looking like there was like a metal band called Agonizer, but that was it.
Yeah,
And we were like, fuck, they were like, that's it. Like, that's fucking it. And it's apt. I mean, whatever. We agonize over every fucking thing.
yeah. I think the
But yeah,
only
it was
other,
like,
I
go
think the
ahead.
only other band that's even close, like, or punk band, I guess, that's even close to you guys was the Antagonizers,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So, yes, we know of the antagonizers. And we've been tagged in shit like my mistake. And I'm sure they've been tagged in shit by mistake for us too. We were actually going to play a show with them, but it ended up getting canceled. We were so fucking bummed. We were like, we want to play a show with you guys so much. We always make a joke. We're the ant agonizers, and we were going to dress up like ants.
That would have been great, man. Are they from the same area as you guys?
No, they're from Atlanta. So
Oh
they're
god.
like, they're from down south. Yeah. Yeah. They don't really, they don't come up Northeast like this far that much, but yeah. I think they are coming back around though, but we definitely want to get a show with those guys because
Yeah,
yeah,
totally.
it's a, we've had a couple, uh, everybody thinks again, they tag us and stuff, and
Yeah,
I'm sure vice versa,
that's pretty
but
funny.
yeah, that's where the name came from. Like I said, it was just it was just a funny thing.
You ever get
Yeah.
anybody showing up to your shows and be like, "Oh man, I thought this was the Antagonizers. You're
Um,
for the wrong band."
I that has not happened yet, at
Okay,
least.
good. Of course, you probably
That has
wouldn't
Well,
hear
not
about it. It's not going
not
to get
that you
there.
know of. I mean,
not that I know of. Yeah,
right?
nobody
I mean,
said
you
anything to me
could have
anyway.
shown. They could have shown up and went,
Been
"Oh,
really fucking pissed.
yeah, I thought this was." Well, I mean, not necessarily if they didn't know the band, and they still hear, reggae or ska, you know, ska punk or whatever. Maybe they'd be happy about it. They may
Yeah,
not
I mean,
say anything.
hopefully.
So
I mean, I dig those guys' sound, so hopefully, hopefully they dig us.
There was we interviewed Swigfoot, a band from
Yep. All right.
Arizona, and
Yep.
they kept saying that people would come up to them and say, "Oh, hey, congratulations! You're playing that big old venue out here, and where they live." And they're all, "Oh no, that's Switchfoot."
Yeah.
Oh, they're mainstream man, not Swigfoot.
Yeah.
So they get the same type of thing too.
Way different.
Way different music. Yeah.
Way different.
Yeah. Now, so you guys, I like to ask bands about touring. How often and how far have you gone from where you live to tour? And what
This band, yeah, this band we really kind of stick to the Northeast. We don't really tour per se. We do like long weekends.
Yeah.
It's just not, I mean, it's just not financially stable for us to do, unfortunately. And again, we're all got lives. Like I said, it's not like our full-time gig. But yeah, so we pretty much stay in the Northeast. I mean, New York and New England, pretty much. The farthest we've gone is like, yeah, New York City, upstate New York. We play up in New Hampshire. So yeah, I mean, we just pretty stick to local.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's definitely like a goal of us to like get a little bit out, a little bit farther out into the Northeast. So like I said, we're playing upstate a couple times. Like we love playing in New York City. Like Otto's in New York City is so fucking fun to play. We love that place. Ryan over there doing the subway to Scottsville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EG Ryan Midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a good thing going on there, man. He's like every month.
Oh yeah.
He's got bands coming through and a nice quaint little place, and he gets to DJ. He's got it set. I wish I had something like that.
Oh, dude, for sure. Yeah, he's got his own little he's always got his own little party set up every month. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's awesome. We got a new member here.
Hey, what's up? I'm Shane, play guitar.
What's up, Shane?
What's going on?
Daryl, Mikey. So we hear that a lot, Brian, with the touring.
Oh, and that's Tom. Sorry.
Tom plays drums.
All right, what's going on, Tom? Daryl and Mikey. We do hear that a lot with touring from some of the bands in the area where you're at, and it is because everyone's got families, jobs.
Yeah.
Some bands just don't like
touring's not cheap either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bands that do it like for a living can barely scrape by now, especially
right.
Especially right now. It's gas and all that shit. It's fucking crazy. Like
yeah, totally.
Yeah, and you're not getting paid enough at gigs to pay for you being on the road.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's love of the game for sure. Yeah,
those exposure bucks.
Yeah. Exposure bucks. Yes,
that's right.
That's awesome. To you guys that just joined us, we just want to know a little bit about you guys. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, and I guess we kind of know your role in the band, but just let us know again and where you live.
Like my address?
not that specific.
I'm Shane. I play guitar in the band, and not in the band. And I don't know. I'm an Aquarius. I've been playing with Brian for going on, I don't know, however long, since the 90s. Yep. I've been in and out of bands with him, and I've been playing in ska bands pretty much that whole time, minus a couple years here and there. And I'm into it. I'm still into it. I don't know what else there's to say, but I'm the lead singer of the band.
We already got one of those.
Tom's also the lead singer of the band.
We're
all the lead singer of the band. Brian's the front man and the lead singer.
You
guys
all live pretty close there. We're in Connecticut.
Yeah. We all live in Connecticut. Probably
within like a half an hour.
Within a half hour of each other. I mean, Connecticut's only like 2 hours big.
Yeah.
From one side to the other.
Yeah. Okay.
Mikey knows what that's about.
I know exactly what that's about.
So, but Yeah, it's we all live pretty close to each other, which makes it real nice. It makes it easy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's awesome,
yeah.
guys. Well, appreciate you guys being on. We just talked about
We forgot the
Oh yeah,
the
Tom.
drummer.
Oh, he was so
I'm so
happy you
sorry.
forgot.
I'm sorry.
Tom, I play drums. I'm also an Aquarius.
We should make out.
Yeah, I've been playing in bands since high school. I've been playing in bands with Shane for like 15 years now. So,
Holy shit!
yeah, it's been like 15 years at this point.
I taught Tom how to play ska.
Yeah, I had no clue how to play ska music.
So you
That's,
guys are
because the drumming is completely different in ska and reggae songs.
Yep,
Right.
backwards.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
so you guys are checking out a new bassist or something?
Yeah, we were just in there teaching him some songs and trying to get him up to speed.
Cool.
And hopefully he'll be ready by the time we need him to be. But if he's not, we'll get close enough.
Right on. That sounds pretty awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Now let's talk about a small little show that you guys are playing on July 24th and 25th weekend called the Pioneer Valley Ska Festival.
Oh hell yeah!
Tiny show.
Little show.
I think this is is it second or third time playing?
This will be our third. We played
every single
one.
All of them.
Yep.
I think you guys and was it New Limits? I forgot who it was.
There's been a few. I mean, I think like Threat Level Burgundy, Green Street Fiends. It's all like mostly like the local bands.
Locals,
from around the area.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well,
Same thing they do at Supernova, bro.
Yeah.
You get your locals,
Yeah,
that always show up. So
you gotta get the locals. But yeah, like Eric from 413 Ska, like we played his first show he booked few years ago, 3-4 years ago. And
yeah.
I think it was like 5 years ago.
Jeez, that's crazy. We're just But yeah, like we met him, we played his first show he booked, and I just became like really good friends with him, and he's just a really good dude, and he does like so much for the scene. Like he just puts on awesome shows all the time. Yeah. So like how could you not love that?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. He's a great guy. I've been dealing with him with this whole thing here, and he's been very forthcoming, and he's just great. He appreciates everything that's going on too. We need people like that in the scene. So
for sure.
So is this like the weekend that you look forward to the most? And for you guys, is there any band that's playing this year that you're most excited to see that you haven't seen before?
I mean, I'm like excited to see all the bands from Cali because they don't really come out here too much. Like, I never get like Horizon Point, who else is coming? Goodwin Club, Codename Rocky, like they don't really come over here. So it's gonna be awesome to see those bands. I mean, obviously I want to see a lot of the bands, but I've seen and played with a majority of the bands. I mean, obviously Bucko 9, and then in Thumper, of course, like they were local legends when we were
going to shows.
Yeah,
when we first started
in the
playing
90s.
shows.
Yeah, Thumper was they were just another level. They were awesome.
I remember there was one summer where I think I saw Thumper like 9 or 10 times in a row. Yeah. They were just like playing every show, and they were all awesome. And I'm psyched to see them again.
Yeah, I was lucky. I only got to see him once when I was in New York. I think I talked to them about that in the interview, but
was that Apple Stomp?
No, it was I think somewhere in Greenwich, in New York is where I saw them.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about it. We were talking. We listened to that interview. Well, I listened to your interview with Thumper, and they were talking about this place they played in West Virginia where there was like a crack house upstairs.
They did.
Right? So I was like, holy shit. I clipped that and I sent it to Shane. I was like, dude, they played the Empty Glass.
Yeah.
So
I listened to it and I was like, that's the place we played. We had like almost the exact experience. We got brought upstairs, stayed in that crack house upstairs. The guy brought up like pails of water. He was like, "They'll be warm by morning." For what? I don't know.
Yeah, he was like, "There's
a shower.
There's no running water. This bucket will be warm by morning."
Yeah, it was like a paint bucket of water.
You have to sponge bathe each other.
Oh my god! Yeah, you had a thing of Lysol disinfectant. You wasted the whole thing.
I sprayed like a whole can on the mattress. I was like, I'm probably I mean,
it was disgusting.
Yeah,
that club was cool though. It was a cool bar.
Yeah,
we the bands we were supposed to be on. We were on tour with 2 other bands, and neither of them showed up. So we asked if we could play all 3 sets and get paid 3 times as much, and they said yes. So we played our set fast. We played our set slow, like all reggae versions, and we learned a bunch of covers in the van before the same day. We played those. It was awesome.
That is sick, man. I wish every band could do that when someone doesn't show up. That would be great.
Yeah.
I know, right? 3 sets.
We got there like hours early, and we were like, let's just learn a bunch of songs. Yeah. There was fucking people dancing and making out while we were playing. It was fucking insane.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think you'll like the Cali bands. Horizon Point's more of a like an emo type of ska.
Yeah, yeah.
Codename Rocky's more of a punk ska.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the band I manage called the Goodwin Club is more of a ska punk.
Ska.
Yeah.
Or pop.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
They're a little poppy. Come on. They're a little poppy.
That's okay.
They're good. They put on a really good show. Real fun.
They do.
Yeah.
The guitarist in their band plays with Bite Me Bambi now too. So,
all right.
If you ever see Bite Me Bambi come through, that's Jesse's playing with them now.
Oh, Jesse's playing with him now, huh?
Yeah, yeah. He's double timing it. Now, are you guys familiar?
Oh, that's right, because Mashburn left.
Ever since Mash left, they've had rotating ones, but Jesse's more constant now. He's recording for the new album right now with the band. So.
Oh, okay, and he's out of Orange County too.
He's the new guitarist too. What's that?
Orange County.
He's out of Orange County, right, Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse's got his garage that he has local bands, like any band who needs a show or whatever, or to showcase small bands or whatever. He has his garage where he has the stage and everything like that, and then he's got a back room with couches and all that stuff. It's called the G-Rage. G''RAG, like G-Rage Garage.
G-Rage Garage.
So he's got that happening at his place. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, very cool.
So Brian and I briefly lived in Riverside.
Oh, get out! Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It's where my daughter's at.
Back in like 2002. I don't remember when.
Yeah, that was the band we were talking about with the West Virginia. It was called Flip You for Real, a band we were in. But
okay.
Yeah. But we were in Cali for a little bit.
Yep.
No,
I'm very familiar with Riverside.
Yeah.
You guys briefly touched upon some ska bands. I like to find out how much history the bands know about the scene in your area from the past. And you guys go way back too. So currently we know from the Connecticut, well, you guys are more Connecticut now, right? More than Boston, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Got it.
So like that, yeah.
So we know we got Sergeant Skag.
Yep.
Right? What other past ska bands that you know of? Because I'm not really too familiar with the Connecticut ska bands.
From members of Sergeant Skag?
No, any other prior ska bands from the 90s?
So current? The one you might know is Spring Heel Jack.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
I interviewed them.
Yep.
I know Ronnie.
Yeah, Johnny Too Bad and the Strikeouts were on Moon Satellite.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
They're like both of our favorites.
Like my favorite. I love that. Was like my favorite. Yeah. We got to play their reunion show a few years ago.
Like a big highlight.
And it was definitely like a highlight of ours because we love that band so much.
Johnny Too Bad and Strikeouts?
In the Strikeouts, yeah.
Okay.
They re-release, or actually just a couple of years back, they released their album on vinyl for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, we played the release show.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I picked that one up from them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Patchwork
a good.
Girl.
Yeah, and then exactly. I think I have a 7-inch by them too. I don't know. Remember what?
Probably, St. Paul.
St. Paul. Yep.
Yeah, it's got like a little girl with a dog or something on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That actually has my favorite song by them is that song on the B side of that called Tuesday. I really like it. It's kind of morose and cool.
Yeah.
And they never play it live, and but I love that song.
But yeah, I mean, Connecticut ska bands, Spicy Griblets, JC Super Ska, Ska King Crab.
Ska King Crab.
I mean, how small do you want to get? Like, I mean, we played with hundreds of ska bands back then. So
is Connecticut
the Friolators,
the
Tile Renters.
How far is Connecticut from Rhode Island?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, depending on where in Connecticut you are. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a past band that I worked with before called Active Culture.
Yeah.
And I think New Hampshire, I think they're from, or Rhode Island.
I don't know where they're from, but I've seen them.
Yeah, but Active Culture was pretty cool back then. They were more of a gritty, with some political lyrics and stuff like that, I believe.
Yeah. And we're like 2 hours from New York, 2 hours from Boston.
Yeah.
So we would get all those bands, every show was a couple Boston bands, a New York band, whatever. Back when we were playing, Dropkick Murphys was playing local shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all those bands, Boston's, everybody like that, was kind of just around.
Do you guys play with more punk bands or more ska bands?
It's a good mix. It's an even mix.
Yeah, we try to mix it up and not just play ska shows or just play punk shows because it just widens the audience. I mean, it's pretty mixed anyway. I mean, there's a lot of crossover, obviously, but yeah, we just try to play. I mean, we like to play all kinds of different stuff too, like because that's what I was just saying. Like when we first started going to shows, it wasn't even like genre shows. Like
it was just a show.
Right.
That's the reason I know what ska. The reason I know what ska is because I went to a VFW show. I was into hardcore. I went to a VFW show. I saw Spring Heel Jack, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is awesome. What is this?" and then I was like, "Oh, ska! What the fuck is that?" And then that's how I found out.
How big is your band? Is it 5-piece, 4-piece?
Four.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bass, guitar, drums, singer.
Okay.
That's it.
No horns, no brass.
No.
Ska punk.
That's too much to deal with.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier about
that you say,
yeah.
Trying to get 8 people together.
Schedules.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if the question was asked about the Pioneer Valley Ska Fest and who you guys are most excited to see. I think we kind of got an answer.
Yeah, Thumper.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
I mean, but besides the California bands, right? Just
and I want to see the Cali bands because, like I said, they don't ever come out here, so it's gonna be good to like just see those bands live.
Yeah,
I like seeing new bands.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. I'm gonna try to make it out there. I think it's I think Mike
it's a hike
to join me.
Oh yeah,
I might go out there.
From Hawaii. Do you fly the other way?
No. Go fly Japan. We go Japan first and then come that way.
So it looks like you guys are in some type of a recording or practice studio. Is this where you guys practice or record?
This is the office of a warehouse that we practice in. We like rent a room out of a warehouse of somebody that like owns a business that we know, and they like let us rent a room out of their that's in their warehouse. So we get to keep all our stuff here. We don't have to like lug it back and forth.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our spot.
Yeah.
So you guys like have access like after hours to get your gear and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're nice. We're probably sitting 50 feet away from train tracks.
Yeah.
Like, so there's no noise, anything, you know what I mean? The train goes by and just, every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. We can't hear it in the office, but it's pretty loud. So the people that live around here don't care about us.
Yeah.
About the volume.
Yeah, that's good. Right on. And you guys record in a studio, or you guys have your own setup to record at home?
Yeah, we record at a studio. The 2 recordings we have out, we recorded at studios. We don't when we're just practicing and writing, we don't record it here or anything.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. Somebody else to do that.
Tell us about the writing process, since you guys brought it up right now. Who does most of the writing for the band?
Probably me.
Yeah.
I'll usually come with an idea or the seed of an idea. It's very collaborative. I'll come with parts of a song or some lyrics and figure out the basic chord progressions, and then we work on it together. And usually once we have an idea of the beginning, the Brian will kind of write lyrics as we're fleshing out the song. So as we're changing it and figuring it out, he'll write lyrics, and then we practice it and practice it and practice it, and things change. And we're very not precious about the parts of the song, even to the point of we played songs out and recorded them. And we play them differently now. Like if it can be better, we make it better. And so, it changes and it gets better as we go. And then we don't play them out until we're ready.
That's cool. Do you guys have like songs that you guys have shelved to work on later?
Oh my God.
Many.
We have 3 times as many songs we don't play ever. And we have songs, we wrote, and even some we recorded where later on we're writing another song and we're like, what would sound great here is this part from this other song we don't play. And we just take it, not the lyrics, but we just take that part of the song, and then we don't play that one anymore anyways. But, if it makes that song if that song makes our set list, it's one of the top 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that whatever it takes to get there, that's what we do.
That's awesome, man. That's good. That's what you need to. And it's a lot easier with just having 4 guys in the band too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's real collaborative. Like if I write some lyrics and they go to the guitar part or whatever, and Brian comes up with something that's better, we use his idea. If you write some lyrics and I come with something better, we use my idea.
Yeah.
If we're playing something fast and Tom goes, hey, what about this? We use his idea. It's whichever idea is best, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody has like any ego or anything about like, oh, this is my song and it's got to be this way.
Yeah.
Because that
was my next question about how well you guys get along, because you guys have been around, you've been hanging out for decades. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
For sure.
Yeah.
You guys must gel well and write well together. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it forever. Like between us 3, we've been almost writing songs together for like 50 years combined. It's fucking crazy.
We're this band more than any other band I think any of us have been in. We make a conscious effort to not repeat the mistakes we've made before. Too many people trying to add people that are, more of a player than a person that we want to be with. We want the right we want the right person, not necessarily the right player. We could find a better drummer, no offense, guitar player, singer, bass player, whatever. We could find a better whoever that is, but they might not be a better fit for the band. And so we're trying to constantly, learn from those mistakes that every band makes.
Well, yeah, because also like you have to hang out with these people for long periods of time.
Yeah,
and you're only playing for like a half an hour to an hour.
It's a 3-hour car ride, 3 hours at the show. You play for 35 minutes, hang out at the show for 2 more hours, 3-hour car ride home, unload at 2:30 in the morning, then drive home. Like you have to like the people you're with. I don't want to be, mad about the way he breathes or something, like listening to him chew or some shit like that.
So
I hate Brian. I can hear him breathing or whatever the fuck it is, but there's bands that break up over that stuff.
Yeah.
So
you guys haven't had any tension like that before? Like while you're, doing a long weekend?
We were in an old band that we were on tour, and I fucking screamed at the saxophone player. I was driving through New York. This is back before the internet. So we had maps, like actual
paper
maps.
And
we were trying to find this club, which was like in the basement of this thing. No markings, whatever.
It was a church.
It was in the basement of a church.
Yes.
And I kept asking him. He was the navigator, and I was the driver. I kept asking him, which way do I go? And he would be like, west. I'm like, no, right or left? He was like, west. And it drove me up the wall. That was the only time I really yelled at someone that I was in a band with, but I like yelled a lot. I was, what the fuck, west? I don't know. I don't have a compass. I was just to look at the sun and figure it out. Like, just tell me right or left. I'm at a stoplight. So,
So it's good to know there's no Dave Navarro, Perry Farrell moments going on in the band.
No. We're kind of too mellow for that.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys, since you've been around a while, and you guys played with a bunch of bands, both ska and punk, Who are your favorite bands to actually play with?
I mean, I
really like playing with.
I like playing with
like
a lot of
bands. Locally,
Lo-
I really like the simulators. I think that they're really good.
Havoc's fun.
Cry Havoc, they're a hardcore band. They're awesome. They rip it up every time they play. They're amazing. Trying to think who else is kind of around that we. So one of the things we do. This is a roundabout way to not answer the question. is that we try not to repeat a lineup in a year. So we don't play we try not to play the same venue or with the same bands in a given year.
Oh, what's the reason?
So if we play with that band and their fans come, that's our chance to gain their fans and their chance to gain ours. If we do it again, we've already succeeded or failed. We could play with another band, and then that's that band's chance to gain our fans and our chance to gain theirs. And the more we do that, the more the scene grows, and the more every band has opportunity to, if we bring 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 100 people, whatever it is, then that other band gets to play in front of those people that came for us. And we get to play for the 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, whatever that came for them. And so it increases opportunity, which is awesome. And, like Brian always says, the rising tide raises all ships, right? So if we'll be able to, play with those bands, and they'll have a crowd of 10 more people than they did last time next year. And we will too. Oh. And same thing with the venue. It doesn't make sense to just blast the same venue again and again and again. Like, people are going to be like, I could see them anytime. Why am I going this weekend? What makes this show special?
Right.
Especially if I can see that band with that other band anytime.
Yeah.
Play with some different bands. Like, make the shows exciting because they're one-offs.
Are you limited to the amount of venues locally?
There's a lot.
Like, we've only got a few. I can think of 3 or 4 places here on Oahu that normally have shows, and it's like, if you're only going to do that, you got 4 shows a year.
That's because
right.
you're stuck on
well, you're literally on a fucking island.
Yeah.
we have Massachusetts, we have
Right.
New York,
Okay.
New York, we have Connecticut,
Depending
we have
on
Rhode
how far
Island.
you want to drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Within say a 3.5 hour ride, we can hit hundreds probably of bars, clubs, whatever.
Right.
Whether they want us is a different story, but they're there, they exist. So, and same thing, you think about all the bands in Rhode Island, all the bands in Massachusetts, all the bands in New York City and then upstate New York, and all the bands in Connecticut. There's a lot of opportunity to mix it up a lot, So I'm not saying we wouldn't take a show with a repeat band or repeat venue, but it has to make sense.
We just try. And again, just keep it fresh.
Right.
And I said, when you go back to play that place or you play with that band, like Shane said, it's just more special because it doesn't happen every.
It gives people in that area something to look forward to.
It's hard. It's hard to get people out sometimes too, and they're like you said, if they think, oh, I can just see them anytime, then they're less likely to come out and see you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, which one of you does the booking in the band?
It's mostly Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I handle a majority. Yeah, I handle a majority of the booking
and like all the communication.
Really. Like the social media and all that stuff. Like,
you guys ever get down to Jersey?
Not yet, but we definitely want to.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bands that probably welcome you there.
Yeah,
of course, Jokers and Hub City.
Yeah, we play with Jokers a bunch. Yeah, we had them on our CD release show.
Very nice.
Yeah, because we played with them in New York and.
I bet that.
Yeah, we like them
really good.
Yeah,
yeah, because what, you get 3-piece and a 4-piece.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Quick changeovers.
Right.
Share the drum kit so it's faster.
Right.
And you guys are close to the guys in Girth Control too, right?
Yeah. Like they're from like Albany area, which is only like
New York.
We
did their CD release.
Yeah, we did their CD release show
last summer.
Or was it
Yeah.
Some ska band from Rochester?
It was cold out, so I don't know when it was. Fall.
Yeah, they were like re-released their like first album.
Yeah.
And we played that show up in Albany. Yeah, that was an awesome time. Yeah, we fucking love Girth Control.
Yeah.
They're
fun.
I think in their interview they said that they loved you guys too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely me. Like I said, our girthy boys. We love them.
Right.
Your
Yeah, I
girth
said they're
boys. That
just.
didn't sound right.
Oh yes, it did. Oh yes, it did.
What are some of the bands that you guys like to go see live?
Oh my God. I mean, I personally I just love live music. I love to go see any band. I just went out last night and saw I can always forget how to say their name. Fukata?
Fuakata. No, it's
Fuakata.
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 Wakata. Yeah.
Fuakata.
Yeah.
He told me last night. I still
Miami.
couldn't fucking remember. But yeah, they just played last night in East Hampton, Mass, and Eric from 413 put on that show. They were fucking awesome, so awesome. Yeah. That was it was a Wednesday night, and there was there was a decent amount of people there for a Wednesday night, so it was awesome.
Well, it's because it's Eric's show, or maybe it's because I promoted the shit out of it too.
That's what it was, Daryl.
Is that what it was? I've been promoting them on tour right now. Them and Swigfoot, and you think they just finished a tour, but Stop the Presses is still on tour too. But they play a lot too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great band. So you guys, some of you said you were formerly in other bands. Are any of you currently in other bands? And what other bands were you formerly in?
I am currently in a band called Ghost Tones.
Right.
I was in a band with Shane, we just said called Flip You For Real back in the 90s. And then they were in a band before.
You were in Stop Exploding.
I was in a band called Stop Exploding, You Cowards. My first ska band in the 90s. My first ska band in the 90s was called Jimmy Scooter. That's where my Instagram name comes from.
Oh, got it.
Let's see. So I was in, Tom and I were both in a band called The Excitement Gang. And then we were in a band after that called So Long Liberty, both ska punk bands.
Oh.
I was in a ska band called Distance No Object. And then we were in the Flip You For Real before that. I also play, it's not a band, it's like an acoustic thing called Postcards from Alderaan. So I do that now.
I love a Star Wars reference.
Oh yeah, big time. I think that's it for me. Are you in anything else?
Not really. I mean, I played randomly in bands until I met Shane.
Cool. Sorry, I sometimes I get distracted by the all these different things that come in here. No, so I'd like to know, since you guys get along pretty well, let's talk about the band as a whole. What challenges has the band as a whole faced? Like adversity, challenges, any obstacles that you guys have had to overcome since your time as a band when you formed 13 years ago?
Well, so when we first started, the biggest obstacle was COVID.
Yeah.
Like we spent a good amount of time getting ready to play, and then we were actually on our way to play our first show.
Yeah, I told.
Oh, you already told them.
Yeah, I told.
So that was a big one.
Yeah, when they asked about,
I'm not going to retell it then.
But yeah, they asked about how the band started.
Right. Yeah, that's how it started. So that was a little bit of an obstacle, but it was also a blessing in disguise for sure.
Because we practiced and played. We just practiced for a whole year before we played our first show. So, like I said, normally you just write in enough songs and you're like, "Oh, we're playing,"
and then they're not ready.
And they're even if they're not ready because you just you're amped to play. So
then you had to wait another year to actually play.
Yeah, exactly.
So bad.
So we were well practiced and rehearsed, and we knew each other by that time, which was nice. The other, everybody else. So
yeah.
As far as challenges or adversity or anything like that, I mean, I think that we're pretty fortunate. Like we've been in other bands, so we already had some connections locally. It wasn't real hard to get shows initially. And I know that can be a real roadblock for new bands, new people into the scene. The only kind of challenges we really have is we're all grown adults we have families, you know, like we got kids and stuff, and it's like balancing that part of life, professional careers with this other thing, is the challenge. You know, making time for it, saving energy for it, that kind of stuff. You know, but it's not really.
He froze.
I was like, man, this guy could fucking story, stare.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know, not too many challenges for us, I don't think, unless you can think of some.
Yeah, I mean, that is the biggest challenge, obviously, is just because we can't always do the things that we maybe would want to do just because of all those situations. Like I said, yeah, sure, we'd love to go on tour and do all this other stuff, but it's just not, you know, unfortunately, it's not feasible unless I like hit the lotto or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we briefly touched on this earlier. I think it's a lot of bands, what they're doing is, I think, I forgot who it was saying that they don't want to lose their jobs. So they do just a little weekend tour, like a 3 go out, do all that. That way you save your vacation time. And I think it was Pink. I don't remember who it was. But yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's what like
a
lot of the bands around here from New England are like that. I mean, there's not like a lot of bands that are like, oh, I mean, we're in ska and punk bands. It's not like we're like, oh yeah, we're rolling in fucking dough over here. So like everybody pretty much that's around here, you know, does that. Yeah. There's unfortunately not a lot of young people into the music. So like there's not a lot of bands like that. I mean, there's a few like,
there are very few
around here called Soul Gyres. They're like
I've interviewed Soul Gyres. Yes, very cool.
I mean, we've been seeing them for a while, and they're just like, oh my god, they just fucking kill it now. They're just like, they're amazing.
They keep getting better.
So much, like they are, But so that it's exciting. Like,
but you're right. You're right. There's the most of the bands that I know that we've interviewed, Daryl, are mostly 30s and 40s. Yeah. You don't see, I mean, there's a few bands out there that are younger. Hey Smith comes to mind from Japan. Those kids are, they're kids, But if this genre isn't catching the ear, I don't think of the young kids for some reason. Most like, especially here on Oahu or here in Hawaii, it's mostly rap and it's mostly island reggae. Is what you're going to hear. And I keep wanting to grab these kids and go, why don't you listen to some ska? Because this is where the island reggae came from. Okay. And you wanted a little faster, you want a little punky? Check out some of these guys, But I'm, preaching to deaf ears. So
yeah. It's gotta be on a TikTok or they're not gonna fucking care.
There's a lot of bands. Go ahead. Sorry. Mikey.
No, I was going to say, that's just like, I was just telling a story about how my daughter like wanted a Weezer shirt. And I was like, what? Why?
You're like, do you know Weezer?
I was like, how the fuck do you know Weezer? Like, I never like listen. I never like listened to them around her or anything. She's like, oh yeah, they like Weezer.
No, when my daughter says she likes a song that I also like, I'm like, what video game did you hear that? That's my first question. Like, where did you hear that song? What video game is that from? What do you mean? I'm like, I know
that's
you
funny.
Just fine.
You weren't playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, were you?
Right.
Yeah, my son would come to me with songs he heard on video games. Dad, hey, check the song out. The song's really cool. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. How can I ask how old you guys kids are?
Oh man.
I got 3 girls.
Oh my goodness.
19,
girl dad.
19, 12, and 11.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my, how nice.
Mine are
2 girls.
12 and 9.
Two girl dads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom?
Oh yeah, I don't have kids.
No.
Oh,
he's my other kid.
He's the one that
like Tom's our kid too.
I can't have a big kid. I don't have kids.
He's the one that wants to accept all the shows.
Yes,
it's true.
Yes.
So I know a lot of bands just go and just play festivals out of their area. Now, have any of you guys ever attended any other festivals besides Pioneer Valley, such as Supernova, Scalabama, Scotchester Fest, Camp Punksylvania, or This Is Not Credon Fest?
I haven't been to any of those. I honestly, like, I don't make it out to a lot of shows that I'm not playing.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's, unfortunately,
yeah, it's just
that's kind of how it works.
It's the time. Same here. Like, I would love to go to all those things, but
Right.
time and money are my enemy when it comes to that stuff.
You guys got families, you got kids, you got jobs. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I say, like, I was like,
and it goes fast.
Probably a lot of that is like, I'm not gonna go unless I play there. You know what I mean? Like, because then I'll have a reason to actually go there.
Right.
Like a reason that,
you got to be there.
Oh, I'm gonna play, so I have to go.
No, and I mean, you guys, the time with kids goes so fast. I mean, my kids are in their 20s now, and I'm, my daughter just got married last month, and I'm just like, God dang, we're like, they were youngins, just not that long ago.
I was like, I can't believe
you've got to take the time. You've got to take that. Right. You've got to take that time to be with them because they really grow up really fast, and there'll be shows. I mean, like I say, my kids are grown and they're out of the house now. So, I got time to go to shows. Not that there's so many here in Hawaii, but, so no, I get it and I understand. And, you guys are doing the right thing, I think, at least in my mind. So good on you.
I'm kind of in the middle of that whole change thing with the kids because I've got a 33-year-old. I've got a 19-year-old. So she's got a job now. She's driving and she's in college. And then I have my son who's 17, going to be 18 soon. So he's going to be an adult too. Then I got to make sure he's set up for life too. So it's like, fuck, man. That's why a lot of times I don't go to all the shows that I would like to.
Yeah.
Right. That's just one reason too. It's because California traffic fucking sucks.
Oh my God, yeah.
And to get anywhere is ridiculous. I mean, a lot of shows are in Orange County, and literally, like, to go there on any given day, any weekday, it's going to be 2.5 to 3 hours to fucking get there.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember when we lived out there in Riverside, like, I was like, a job was like, it was 30 minutes away, but with traffic,
it was still in Riverside. It would still be in Riverside. I lived in Chino. You're familiar with Chino, California? Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I would have to take my kid to basketball practice. It'd take me half an hour, and it's just on the other side of freaking town.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I have to get on the freeway to get to the Chino Hills freeway, and it would be like, and if you hit traffic, and
yeah, it was nuts.
So you say like that half hour turns into an hour and a half, right? Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a 15-minute ride turns into a half an hour to an hour.
And it's so funny because like here on the 405, it says, okay, your destination, it's gonna, take this long, you're gonna get there. And I calculated, I'm all, holy shit, that's like 3 minutes every fucking mile. That's fucking crazy.
Right.
There shouldn't be. And it's not even that far. It's bullshit.
I was just telling one of my customers today, Daryl.
Yeah.
We were talking about traffic and so forth, and I was telling him, I said, well, dude, when back was on the main difference from here and back on the mainland is that there's so many people. Like when I was in California, I'm just blown away by how many people there were, and it's like, it is nothing. I mean, I had my buddies from high school complaining about having to drive an hour and a half in traffic every single freaking day, 2 ways. And I'm like, I will never complain about traffic again, okay? Because it's just not that way. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive around the island, maybe 2.5. If something happens, because a lot of it's one lane each way. You know what I'm saying? So one thing happens, just like for instance, they've got a rock slide at Waimea happened last month. So now they've got guys working on putting stuff up on the hillside to keep the rocks from falling down. So they've only got one lane. And it can back up traffic for hours, especially on the weekend.
Yep.
But that's the main thing I've noticed is that there was so many people in California, bro. So I know what you're talking about. Even when I came in and me and you went to Orange County there, we went down to and saw 2:30 and Omnigon there at on Harbor Boulevard.
Yeah.
And we didn't hit traffic, but it's just the way everything is. Yeah. So
I know.
I
just
get
everything's
it,
mapped out stupid.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
But so many venues, Daryl.
You can't get to any of them.
Yeah, but you can't get to any of them.
Right.
Now, if you guys, each of you, if you guys could bring any one artist or band back from the past that is no longer together, or an artist or that's deceased, which band would this be?
And it doesn't have to be ska.
Yeah, any genre.
You want to go first?
Do you have an answer?
Yeah. So for me, it would be Joe Strummer, but not the Clash. I'd rather see Joe Strummer than Mescaleros.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Well, I've seen them several times. I saw them a bunch of times when they were on tour, and they did most of the Clash songs I wanted to hear anyways.
Right.
But they also did the other stuff, and I love those albums.
Right.
And
because Joe's a badass, that's why.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's a punk rock warlord. So
yeah, there you go.
It's just like that show. I feel like the Clash, I'd watch them for 45 minutes. I'd be out of energy. It'd be exciting. It'd be awesome. But I could watch the Mescaleros for 2.5 hours. I could watch them fill the whole night with music, and I'd be really into that. Plus, they had so many other guys coming and going and whatever. Right. They would be the one I'd bring back. And also just selfishly, like Joe Strummer is like my personal hero. If there was a way to bring him back, I would. I think the world needs him now more than ever.
Yeah.
Great answer, man.
I mean, I had opportunities to see him here, but I never did. And I think didn't Hellcat didn't Tim Armstrong's label release?
Yeah, Hellcat put out all their albums.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a local thing. And I love that Tim goes back and just pays homage to and respect to some of the guys that he always looked up to in the past, and then some of the other fucking cool bands. Just that he even fucking put out the Gadgets, some fucking band from Kansas in the middle.
Oh yeah, Gadgets. Those albums are awesome.
Oh my god, yeah.
Pretty
the first
crazy.
2 albums are awesome.
Yeah.
The ones that the guys in the Gadgets hate. Those are the good albums.
Okay. What about you guys? Brian, Tom?
I don't know. Actually, I mean, I would have definitely loved to have got to see like Nirvana like in their fucking prime.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say the same thing. I'd love to see how much Kurt Cobain would hate the music industry right now. Like it would be phenomenal just to see that.
He'd probably not play just because it's below him. There's no way he will want to play. That's crazy. But you just wonder if they were still together, would there be a Foo Fighters?
Right. Yeah, I don't think so. And I also think that, I mean, there's would what Nirvana is and is now, would that be diluted by the later albums, by whatever? You kind of get that Smashing Pumpkins thing where they were so big and so like of that moment and relevant in a lot of ways, and they really encapsulated what so many people thought and felt and whatever. And now albums and albums later they changed into something else, and that's fine, and that something else was really cool too and whatever. But it's not, Nirvana is one thing, right? And they're encapsulate that one moment instead of a time span. And that's like them still being around or coming back or whatever might kind of wreck that.
Yeah.
True. Selfishly, I'd love to see him.
Their legacy.
I would just like to see him live. Yeah, because I never got to, especially like in their prime. That's.
Right. I remember when they were coming up, I was really into Operation Ivy back then, when Nirvana was the big fucking thing, and then. I think it was the same time that Rancid, because I got into it right after Op Ivy quit, and then Rancid started. I don't know how long after that. With that, let's go with Tom on the last answer.
I was actually going to say Nirvana too.
So. Oh, so
come on.
No, I was.
You have to come up with your own answer.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Boo.
That's all. Mikey, what about yours?
Oh, haven't we done this already?
Yeah, but we haven't done it with the Agonizers.
Oh my goodness.
Which one? What is it?
Well, I don't know what the
No, I was just saying we've already done this on a previous one. I don't know who. I'm agreeing with these guys. I think Strummer would be awesome. I would love to. I never got to see the Clash. You know, and I love the Mescaleros. I was just thinking how sad it was. I lost one of those albums. I had a Mescaleros album that I lost in the flood, and some of those record store day releases that I was going through in my head there. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to go with Joe Strummer today. I agree with that. I saw, well, I mean, you guys have probably seen it too, but when Nirvana did the Unplugged on MTV.
Yeah, I watched it when it was on.
I did too, and so I'm like, okay, I feel like I kind of seen him. You know, that was pretty close and pretty intimate. It wasn't a real like hardcore show. Who else did I see at one point? I saw Mudhoney at one point back in the '90s. That was really like, yeah.
The Seattle grunge thing.
Yeah, they were really loud, and that was one of the things I was told is like they're really loud. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking Joe Strummer, man. I think that's that's a good answer. It's a great answer.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised. Every time I've asked this question, no one's ever said the Beatles for some reason.
Well, okay, now look. Okay, you bring this up, and it's funny because they were talking about how Nirvana was like at that time. And he was talking about how Smashing Pumpkins, were something when they started and they're different when they ended. And I was just thinking, I don't know if you guys saw Paul McCartney on Saturday Night Live this Saturday.
I did.
Okay. He did a song. I don't know what it was. But I'm sitting here with my wife and we're watching this and we're going, I'm like, how old is he? And I looked up, he's 83 years old. And I'm like, dang, and he's still doing stuff. I'm like, okay, that's good and all. And so I've had the thing about the Beatles has come up. I had a conversation with somebody today about Beatles, right? And they, were completely different from when they started in the 50s to when they ended. You know what I'm saying? And it was a whole how many genres, that they span or, in that time frame. And, definitely not the same band that they were when they started. So I was just that was one of the bands that came to mind when you were talking about Smashing Pumpkins and how they were that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to answer the question with the Beatles, you'd have to be really specific about which Beatles you want.
Yeah,
right. You want the '50s Beatles, you want Sgt. Peppers,
like you want Yellow Submarine,
you want the White Album, You want them tripping on acid, or do you?
Yeah, right.
When they were like teenagers,
strictly '80s Billy Joel, not the new stuff.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get that. I get where you guys are going with that one.
I don't know, Daryl. Were you ever into the Beatles?
Well, I mean, who isn't? I mean, not like diehard.
Well, I mean, no, I was never a huge Beatles fan. I mean, there's a few songs. I remember like when I was, I don't know, a teenager, in the disco era, they did that. What the Bee Gees did that Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club movie with Peter Frampton, and they covered a lot of the songs and did this. And I had that soundtrack for a while, So what Aerosmith did Come Together, I think that's probably was my favorite song back then, But I couldn't think of, I never went through a Beatles phase. I went through a Kiss phase. When I was a teenager, we'd, dress up like Kiss and listen to Kiss albums and stuff, but never did go through a Beatles phase. Went through a Nirvana phase. There was I like some of that old Nirvana stuff. That's good stuff, but never did actually go through a Beatles phase. That was actually like my cousin's era, who was just a few years older than me. So I'm like at kind of the end of the Boomer era and the very, I'm on the cusp between Boomer and Gen X. And so, the generation that was just before me, like I said, the teenagers I was looking up to were into that kind of stuff, the Beatles.
Yep, right. Right on. We got just a few more questions for y'all. Now, since we know that ska doesn't pay the bills, if you care to share with us, what are each of your occupations? I know
since we've already kind of talked about,
we did
our day jobs.
But just to get it on record for each of you.
If you care to share.
I work in retail. So, yeah.
Cool.
Everybody's all silent. No comment.
Wah, wah, wah.
Shane gets it. He used to work retail too.
Yeah. I work in the manufacturing field as a quality manager.
Okay.
I also work in the manufacturing field as a machinist.
Oh, okay.
Right on. Cool. Thanks, guys.
I'm a pool guy. I clean pools here in Hawaii.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not a bad gig. I'm outside all day, hanging around by the beach.
Hell yeah.
And I'm an insurance claims adjuster for auto insurance, and I fucking hate it.
Fuck you.
Been doing it for 21
I
years.
should have got more money.
That's why
I've been with the same company for 21 years.
You're locked in now, Daryl.
I got locked in. I got a pension. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
man.
Yeah.
I'm trying for 2 more years, and then I'll retire. I can't fucking do it anymore. So I'll take my early retirement and my pension and go work as a Walmart greeter or something.
You can come to Oahu, and I'll teach you how to clean pools, bro. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. I just want to do something that's just, that doesn't require micromanaging and people yelling at you all the time. And hopefully I don't think everyone from my work even knows I do this. So there's no fear of anyone looking at this shit.
Yeah,
dude, they feel the same way.
Yeah, they all do. Yeah. Now, here's a fun question for you guys. What are each of your pet peeves and addictions, if you care to share with us? It doesn't have to be a bad addiction. It could be something like record collecting or chewing gum or something.
Hoarding.
My pet peeve is, so I drive a lot for work, and my pet peeve is motherfuckers that tailgate. Like, I fucking hate that so much. Why are you driving 2 inches from my bumper? Like, why? Get the fuck away from me. I just have a lot of pet peeves with driving, but yeah, that's my number one.
Okay, so you basically drive for a living.
I drive. I mean, yeah, I'm like
pretty much.
I have a district, so I like drive to like 14 different stores.
Right.
So I drive a lot.
I do too. Like I'm the constant. I like when I'm done working, I don't want to drive. I'm like, I ask my wife, please drive. I don't really want to drive. I want to ride. I can't stand just stupid people.
Yeah,
people that don't know where they're going. Oh my god! And then tour buses. But people just don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I get you. I get you, Brian. I'm with you.
And I guess my addiction or whatever, I mean, I'm really into pro wrestling.
watching it or living it?
I don't know.
Dude, yeah, I love pro wrestling. I've like wrestling for like pretty much my whole life, but
isn't there like a ska subgenre, ska wrestling? And like it seems like there's I don't know if it's a song genre, but I would say, isn't there like a group of people who are into ska but are also into pro wrestling?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page called Skank Hogan Ska and Wrestling, and pretty much it's ska and wrestling. It's ska and wrestling. You didn't know that?
No, neither was that.
Okay, what is the name of it? Get it? I want to make sure people hear.
It's called Skank Hogan Ska and Wrestling. It was like Hulk Hogan's rock and wrestling cartoon, but
I got you. Yeah. Okay.
But it's literally like a bunch of people are in it, and it's just like ska and wrestling memes. Like that's pretty much like, and there's a lot of crossover. Or whenever you like, there's a bunch of times like at a show, like at a wrestling show, somebody will be holding up a sign that says like something with ska on it or whatever, and like people will take pictures and like put it on there. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
You said Skank Hogan's
ska wrestling.
Skank Hogan Ska and Wrestling.
Huh, I can't find it.
You can't find it? I'll send you the link.
Okay, it's probably some underground.
Send me the link too.
Zuckerberg probably took it down, that fucker.
All right, I think we got Dave and Tom left.
Let's see. I'm gonna say my pet peeve is micromanagers. Like, just fucking take care of your ego. Like, fucking you're an asshole if you're micromanaging people. Either trust your people or fire them or get new ones that you do trust.
Yep.
I get customers like that every once in a while. I'm like, look, fucker, I've been cleaning pools for 40 years. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Leave me alone and let me do my job.
Yeah, they get an iota of power and they stretch it out to make everybody's life miserable. So that. And then my addiction, I don't know. So I'll say two. One is like I make so much merch for this band. Like it's out of control. If there's something that we can put our name on, we have it. We had we had fucking dream journals. That's not even which we sold out.
We sold out.
I did. That's weird because I totally would have bought one. I'm like, right. I just need a notebook. That'd be really fucking cool.
That sounds like something for Analog Daydream.
Right.
Like, no shit, right?
I'll be at a store and I'll just be like, oh, I could screen print on that. and then at the next show we have some of those. Whatever it is.
Do you do the screen printing yourself?
Yeah. When I went to college, I went for fine arts printmaking. So
okay.
I didn't graduate college, but that's what I was there for. So I make the majority of our merch. And I don't know if I'm addicted to it, but I'm addicted to thinking about it. I don't really love doing it as much as I like figuring it out.
That's the addiction.
Right. But the other thing is like if I have free time, I'm playing Minecraft.
Okay.
But by myself. Like I don't play online with other people.
And what platform?
I just have like hardcore worlds that I've lived in alone for like years.
What
it's just like I'm chill out. This is my version of playing Legos as an adult.
Okay.
Just like that. I'll chill out after work and play Minecraft for as long as I'm able.
Is that
where can people find your merch?
No, is that on PC?
No, I just play it on Switch because I can carry it around and I don't have to. I don't have any need to. I don't like playing with other people. So
yeah,
I just want my own little world, and that's it.
Yeah.
People can find our merch on Bandcamp.
Yep.
Bandcamp.
Or at our shows. And really on Bandcamp, we just have the real basic stuff. At our
T-shirts
shows,
and records.
You don't know what you're going to get.
Okay.
Anything.
Or or if you're interested, shoot us a message.
Yep.
If you want some stuff, out of the box stuff.
One thing I think we skipped over Tom, right? I think we need your.
We haven't got to Tom yet about pet peeves and addictions.
Pet peeve. I would say there's always everybody knows that one person when you have a conversation they just interrupt in the middle of a sentence, just constantly. That's like a pet peeve. Strange addiction. I'd go gem mining. That'd be a strange addiction for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I go to mines and hunt for gems, precious stones.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's really cool. I don't know if that's an addiction. That's a side hobby. Well, it's just like it's just like was it Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
does his Minecraft. It's not like maybe an addiction. It's
more like, I don't know. I mean, I play a lot.
It's surprised. It's kind of like gambling. Like you just
the screen printing.
If Tom,
it's not iPods, but
if Tom, you're constantly looking at the ground for rocks, then yes, you are addicted.
I do that all the time. Constantly, anytime I see rock piles, I'm looking at those rocks.
That's funny. I do that when I go to the beach.
How many rocks do you have in your pocket right now?
Right now,
Tom.
Yeah, right.
Tom plays Minecraft in real life.
In real life,
yeah.
Old school with it.
Do you have a rock tumbler too?
No, I have a fastening machine though.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's actually how you cut the stones. You cut the stones into the shape for gems, rings, pendants.
Okay, good. I was gonna try to pretend like I actually knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something, Daryl.
Because you were thinking the same thing.
I'm like, maybe I'll just roll with it.
That's how it is a strange addiction. You guys didn't know what that was.
You know what's funny when we interview bands on here, sometimes the band members will learn things about each other that they didn't know.
Yeah. I didn't know he liked Minecraft.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Minecraft either. Actually,
no,
that's because it's mine.
It's Minecraft.
It's yours.
Not yours, Craft.
Now, what does the future hold for the Agonizers? Any new material? That's certain. Yeah. Taxes and debt, yeah.
That's the one thing we can say.
So what do you guys got coming up?
So,
besides screen printed
you name it.
The bath mats or whatever you got.
Oh, bath mats.
I want to get one of those things that you can make the rugs. I really that might be my next.
Seriously, make suggestions.
Oh, damn.
I might buy one of those.
Shower curtain.
No,
Agonizers.
I watch videos on it. I don't know what it's called yet. I will soon. So for the near future, it's getting our new bass player up to speed and ready to go, and playing the shows through the rest of the year. We're gonna get back in the studio and record. We got enough songs to do a full album already. So it's just that's a goal. Potentially finding someone out there to help us out with that. Like everything we've done, we do ourselves.
Yep.
Poor us. But like everything we do ourselves, and it's it would be nice to find somebody that's kind of on the same page as us to help us get what we do out to more people. But if we don't, we're still going to do it. So, putting something new out, maybe re-releasing our last album, That's Right, on vinyl, on a record.
Mm-hmm.
That may be in the future for us, and just keep writing, keep playing shows. I don't know.
Just keep playing.
Keep playing, just practicing,
keep playing and writing. Yeah.
Finding new venues to play and new bands to play with, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get outside of our comfort zone.
Yeah,
which is
away.
Get a little bit further away. Get to new venues, constantly new venues. Play with new bands. Make new friends, meet new people, play to new people. Just get it out there.
Cool.
You guys
always improving yourself.
Working on any new music?
Constantly.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we pretty much are always writing. And like I said, we have besides what's out on streaming, we have like pretty much a whole new album of new songs that aren't released yet.
Yeah, normally if we're not practicing our old stuff, we're fiddling with new stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Any plans for a new release coming up?
Yeah, for sure. We
probably won't be till next year. But we'll start recording. Recording is a long process for us because we take our time. So we're not like a week in the studio and we want to put that out. It usually takes a little longer. But when it's out, I don't have regrets. I've been in bands where we rush through things or we run out of money or whatever, and then you put out the best thing you can for what you could afford or for the time you could afford. Right. And so we know how to be patient and we know how to make good decisions. So we'll wait a little longer, we'll spend a little more, whatever it is, and then we'll get the thing that we all are really proud of.
Very nice.
And everything's self-released, self-financed by you guys. You guys have creative control of everything. Would you guys ever consider having the backing of any type of smaller label, like a Bad Time or a Jump Up or a...
for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that would get us. I mean, our goal is to get out in front of as many people as we can and share it. And if that would facilitate that, then we do it. Would we give up control for that? No. Like there's what's the payoff, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's different kinds of control, right? Would we give up monetary control of our product as music, our music as product? Possibly, if it's worth it for the other things. But would we give up creative control? No. And that's a trade-off all bands have to decide to make,
Yeah. There's a lot of bands that have made mistakes in the past. I think something happened with Blue Meanies when they got signed to MCA as well.
And that Suicide Machine, same thing happened, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the story. I don't know personally, but
it's unfortunate. Now, your music, we finding it. Mikey already asked about the merch and all that stuff, but for digital, with Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all the normal things. Spotify.
Yeah, it's streaming on everything. Everywhere. And like I said, we just put out the album as an album streaming everywhere last month. So that's all together. All the singles had been out, but now you can just
I just went to Bandcamp and got the 2 albums. Got the self-titled
the EP. Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
I just ripped it illegally.
On LimeWire?
Napster.
Well, yeah, that's
No,
what I did too.
Kazaa.
On
Sorry.
Dude,
Napster.
when I used to
Ours is gonna get you.
back then, I used to use Kazaa. Do you guys remember that one? Kazaa. That's what I used. Besides Napster.
I used Napster and LimeWire. I used LimeWire for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't use that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there's all
LimeWire
kinds
is like a
of
box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
No sense
And it was like I
Right.
got good at it. I can almost tell by the extension. I could look at it and go, I could see 3 or 4 different ones, and I'm like, I think those are messed up.
Right.
Every once in a while I'd screw up, but most of the time it was pretty good.
yeah, and then
now I just go to YouTube.
yeah, you
Right.
can look at the megabytes or
Yeah.
whatever on
Yeah,
there.
there was something. Yeah, there was some way that I was able to tell. Usually,
Yeah,
I got
totally.
some good files.
Totally.
Sometimes I got shitty ones.
But yeah, we do everything. We do everything for like selling. Pretty like I said, we promote the Bandcamp as much as as possible. Like I was saying, it just helps us out the most. It gives us the most. And then on our Instagram page is pretty much what we use primarily for social media and putting stuff out.
Yeah.
We have like Facebook and we do have a TikTok, which I always forget to post on.
Yeah, we do.
We're
Yeah, it's a fucking full-time job dealing with social media. So
Fuck, you're not kidding. I always create
Right.
everything on TikTok, then go to Instagram, and then go to Facebook because the Instagram will post some of it depending on what your settings are. We'll post it to Facebook but sometimes I keep promoting like way too much shit, and the bands are probably like, "Fuck, dude, this guy, man, he needs to stop promoting us."
oh no, dude.
You can't.
I would never say that about anybody.
Never.
I appreciate if anybody shares any of our stuff, like I appreciate that shit
Right.
so much because
Right, exactly.
like so many people don't. I mean, I promote I hit that on Instagram now, the little repost thing. Like I hit that forever. I'm like, it takes 1 second. And if one fucking person just goes to somebody else's show because they saw that,
Yeah, or starts following
what
that
it's all
band
about.
for whatever
Like,
reason. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
that's what
Right.
it's all about. Like people that I know, like people that I know support the scene. Like I said, we were saying like high tide raises all ships. So,
Yep.
you know,
Hell yeah. A lot of people will hear about the Agonizers. The Agonizers.
they sure will. They sure will. The ant Agonizers.
Shane and Tom are probably like, this guy's a dick. Why did he fucking say that? But he doesn't know what he's talking
We talked about that.
That was funny.
We fucking waiting to play with that band forever.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what Brian
the
was saying.
Agonizers,
Yeah.
would be great. The show poster would be fucking great.
Yes.
What a fun show.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The show that never happened.
Shane makes special merch just for this show.
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Yeah.
We're gonna have the ant agonizer shirt.
That's right.
For sure.
The ants dressing up like ants. That would be
ants
great.
on
Yep.
our logo.
But yeah.
These are just made out of
Yeah, I said I think they're coming back around. So like we're definitely gonna try to get a show with them.
Yeah, or just get down to Georgia sometime and play with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. I want to thank you guys for spending time with us out of your busy schedules and your families and your music and everything. Really appreciate you guys coming on here. Can't wait to see what you guys got coming up. Hold on real quick. We are going to talk to you for just a little bit right after. Before we go, is there any last words that you have for your fans and the viewers of this channel?
Go to shows.
Go to shows, share music, share the things you like, tell people.
If
Yeah.
you like a band, promote them.
Yes.
As a fan, promote the
Yeah.
bands you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Even if it's not us. Just promote the bands.
Just share. Again, sometimes it just that little effort can make the big difference.
build a community.
Yeah.
Right.
Like our friends at Skagazine say, be the scene, man.
Yeah.
Be the scene. Like that's what it's all about. Like
Yeah, I got to hang out with Jess and Eric, rest in peace, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Supernova
Yep.
last year, which was pretty cool. It's, everyone goes there for everything, which was awesome. But yeah, they're pretty cool people, and they're doing a lot of shit for the scene, which is awesome.
oh yeah, like yeah. Anybody that's like I said, what you guys are doing, both of you, that like anybody who promotes and brings awareness. I mean, like I said, we appreciate that so much because, you know, like I said, we all do it for the love, and then we know you guys do it for the love too.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was telling someone last week, I think it was, that it's basically the reason why I do this is to keep the music alive, or else it's gonna fucking die. If you don't keep ska and punk alive, it's just gonna fucking fade out.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen.